I've been a YouTuber now for just over a full year, and I actually created my YouTube channel back in November of 2013, but it wasn't until a year ago where I fully committed to posting one video every single week. Now, I made a lot of mistakes over the past year, but the one thing I did get right is consistency. Consistency is king, and because I posted every single week, it's completely changed my life. In today's world as content creators, most creators don't stick it out long enough to see results in their journey. Today, I'll be going through some of my biggest metrics from the past 12 months and showing you what's potentially possible if you stick with what you love for a long period of time. Now, a few quick disclaimers over here. I don't believe in obsessing over metrics. The only time I like to look at numbers is when comparing against myself and my previous numbers. Numbers are relative and different for everyone. Everybody has a different version of success. Secondly, I also want to say if you're interested in looking at this in more detail, I have a whole post about this with graphs and all the numbers listed out in text. Link for that down below. All right, the first thing I want to talk about is the idea of luck. Luck does not fall into your lap. You really have to create opportunities for luck to happen. I don't actually believe in getting lucky. The way we get lucky is actually through very hard work. When people get lucky through a viral video or a piece of content that does very well, there's usually months, if not years, of hard work behind the scenes of building experience that led them to that moment. Let me give you the perfect example. Right now on the screen, you're seeing a graph of my YouTube channel subscriber growth from when I started in 2013 back to right now, 2021. Clearly, you can see there's a very big uptick in exponential growth happened right around March of 2020. This was the moment that really changed my life. Now, from the outside, it's very easy to look at this and say, wow, you got very lucky with the viral video. There's one video on your channel that must have done really well, and that's where all these views and subscribers came from. And yeah, that's part of it. There's a lot more that went behind the scenes. Let me explain the way I see this graph. The way I see this is I spent 4 years building up experience by making videos just for fun and enjoying the whole YouTube thing, making random videos. Then I spent 2 more years building up the courage to talk on camera and getting that confidence to put myself out there. Then after that, I spent another year putting out content somewhat more consistently, and then only a few more months where I actually posted every single week. After all of those years and after all those months of posting consistently, only then did I get my lucky break and have one of my videos that I happened to be publishing at the right time. One of those videos did really, really well, and it caused exponential growth on my channel. Again, I am sharing all of this to illustrate one point. There's no such thing as just getting lucky. You have to build the opportunities for luck to occur. If you're consistent every day, every week, every year, that lucky moment will come. The next thing I want to talk about is believing in the impossible. This sounds like something you would read in a fortune cookie, but in reality, I experienced this firsthand over the past year. In the past year, just in YouTube AdSense, I've generated $4,000 in revenue, and that's not even including all the money I've made outside of YouTube through affiliate income and referral income. Let me make one thing absolutely clear. If you told me this time last year that I'd be earning over $4,000 on my YouTube videos, I would have laughed in your face. This all seems really exciting and cool. Wow, you're earning thousands of dollars on YouTube. But to me, this is a much more valuable lesson in believing in yourself. Our biggest limiting factor is our own self-expectations. If we don't believe we can do something, then we're not gonna get that. If we believe something is impossible, then that will remain impossible until we believe it is possible. I am very, very fortunate for this to have happened, even though I never believed it could happen. It taught me that I should be believing in myself, that I should be believing in these crazy, outrageous goals, because if I don't believe in them myself, they won't actually happen otherwise. So again, I'm very grateful for the money that I've earned through YouTube, but what I'm more grateful for is realigning my whole perspective on setting goals and believing what's possible. Now, putting subscribers and revenue aside, there's one metric on top of all of that I still can't believe, and that metric is watch time. Watch time is the YouTube metric that tracks how many minutes or hours people are watching your videos. I never found myself to be an interesting person. That was always one of the biggest reasons why I was afraid of putting myself out there. Who in the world would want to watch me talk into the camera and just ramble on about random things? But when you put yourself out there and you see people watching your videos, this metric really reaffirms that confidence in yourself. In the past year, my channel has accumulated 22,000 watch hours, which equals just over 900 days or 2.5 years of people watching my videos nonstop. That number is absolutely insane to me. Views are nice, subscribers are nice, but those numbers mean nothing if people aren't actually sitting there and watching your video. Now, it wasn't always like this. Creating content that's engaging, that people actually want to watch, is not easy to do, especially when you're starting out as a creator, putting your work out there. It can be very disheartening when you aren't getting any people watching or looking at your work. For me, that was exactly the case. When I first started making YouTube videos, my videos were getting some views and I was getting some subscribers, but people weren't actually sitting around and watching the entire video. This first screenshot is from a video I published last year, and look at this retention graph. It shows that people only watched the first minute, if that, of my 9-minute video. This is a terrible retention graph. Reality is most of my videos from around that time looked like this, and that was really disheartening to see. You put hours of work into a video and people are only watching less than the first minute of it. It makes it really hard to continue making more videos. But again, consistency is king. The more you make videos, the better you get at creating videos people actually want to watch. This is a retention graph of one of my latest videos, and it's the exact opposite of what the other graph was like. People are actually sticking around for the majority of the video, and this is what I want all my videos to look like forever. This did not happen overnight. I tried my best to make 1% improvements every single time I published a video, changing my production setup, changing the way I spoke, changing the structure of the video, and all of these small little improvements have added up, and I've seen my retention increase because of it. And part of that process was also just finding my niche, making sure I find content that people actually resonate with. At that time, my videos were all over the place, so someone would subscribe to me for something, and then they would get something else the next week. It's all part of the process. You have to just keep putting content out there, and the more you do that, the more you'll discover your voice and the more you'll know what to focus on. So all of this brings me to today. I've been a content creator now, publishing weekly videos for 12 months, and for 2021, I've been publishing 2 videos every week, and I have definitely seen the results of that kick in. I don't look at subscribers anymore. I don't look at revenue anymore. Those numbers are nice, but I don't measure my success against that. I only measure my success of how much content I can publish every single week. And because I've been publishing so much content, I really got to focus on making content that resonates with my audience. And right now, I really love making content about Kindles and e-readers, and that tends to be doing really well. I would have never discovered that though, had I not just kept publishing more and more content. So moving forward into April and the coming months, I am really excited to see where my new direction of focusing on a specific type of video will lead me. I don't really know what the future holds for my YouTube channel, but I am so excited to have a more strategic structure behind my work and just seeing what happens as I continue to publish a video or 2 videos every single week. Thank you to all of you for watching these videos. If you enjoyed this video, check out the full blog post linked down below, and also I'll leave a link on the screen right now for my YouTube journey video playlist. I publish a video every single month giving an update on my YouTube journey. Stay tuned for the April update in 4 weeks' time. I'll see you then.